according to Brigham and Women's Hospital, is that a member of their valet team was shot by suspects. Emergency department treated that valet's victim, and he is now in stable condition is what we are told. Sources tell our I-team that two suspects then took police on a chase into Brookline and then into Chestnut Hill, where one of the suspects was shot during that chase and crashed. The second suspect was injured. We are told by the hospital that they've been given the all clear and that police do have a suspect in custody right now. But as you can see, a very busy morning out there. These are right near where the shops at Chestnut Hill by Star Market there as well. A very busy area for people, and it's still very active scene there right now.
We do know no troopers or police officers have been injured in this pursuit. The suspect has been taken to Beth Israel, but we want to get right to the scene at the hospital. Beth Germano is outside Brigham and Women's, where there's really no indication at this point what transpired here leading up to this moment where the valet was shot. Beth, if you're there and you can bring us up to date, what's the latest?
Paula, we're at Fenwood Road and Huntington Avenue, and the entire Brigham and Women's campus has been cordoned off. There's police on every corner, but the hospital confirms in a statement that there is no further threat to the campus here. But what unfolded here about 9:30 this morning created a very chaotic, very frightening, very tense situation for staff inside the hospital, for patients who were inside the hospital just arriving for appointments, knowing that there was gunfire but not exactly sure where to go and what was happening. We spoke with a gentleman who had an appointment at Brigham and Women's this morning. He describes the scene as it all unfolded.
It was a mess. So many people there, and it was confusion, really confusion. But I just look and I just pass and I just go about.
Is that because nobody knew what happened?
Nobody knows. Everybody's running to see what happened. You know, all the staff, they bring everybody outside and they bring people back inside.
Were you evacuated at that time as well?
Yes, because I did have an appointment.
And what did police tell you to do? Who evacuated you?
The hospital staff said, run out, and that's all we do.
What part of the hospital were you in?
It's at 45.
Were you in the main area of the hospital?
Yes, in the middle.
And do you know where the shooting took place?
What I heard I just see.
How nerve-wracking is all of this to be happening?
It is. Got people screaming, people running. It was a mess. Yes.
And did anyone hear the shots?
No. My speech is not the best.
Okay.
But they just said, rush out of here, rush out, and that's all I know.
And what was going through your mind when you
this is
out?
to get safe. Yes, sure.
Where did you run to when you got outside?
I run outside in the main street and just come back out.
Okay, and you just kept walking?
Yes, I just kept back.
And is that where you're coming out of now?
Yes, I'm coming from there now.
And you had an appointment inside the hospital?
Yes.
And I think you can hear it in his voice that this was a pretty frantic situation around 9:30 this morning. People just running to try to get to a safe place, not even really sure where this was all unfolding. Now, in a statement, Brigham and Women's Hospital says this was an active shooter incident. One of their valets was shot. We previously reported he was deceased, but Brigham and Women's confirms that valet is in stable condition. Then we know, according to our I-team sources, two individuals took off in a vehicle. They were pursued by police. There was a crash down in the Brookline area, in the area of Route 9 and Hammond Palm Parkway. One suspect was injured in the crash, and a second suspect was shot by police. We are still trying to get more information about how all that unfolded. But this area there's no further threat, according to Brigham and Women's Hospital, but as the investigation continues, as you can well imagine, the area is swarming with police. The area around Huntington Avenue is very difficult to get around. Avoid this area. We're still trying to get more information about how all this went down. Reporting live, I'm Beth Germano. Back to you.
And Beth, Paula Eben here. Just wanted to ask you quickly, as you said, you could hear the fear in that man's voice. People there in the area had no idea what was going on as all of this got underway about 9:30. And you say the area is cordoned off. Obviously, you know, there are people watching who are probably heading to Brigham and Women's Hospital later today or might have patients in the hospital. So at this point, is your sense there that the scene is still very chaotic and people are really well advised to not try to approach the hospital right now?
Yet people would be well advised to avoid this area for now. As we know in these police investigations, I'm sure this area is going to be cordoned off for quite some time. Brigham Women says there is no further threat, but still they will spend a lot of time here collecting evidence as they build their case here. So this area will probably remain closed for quite some time. A sense of things calming down, perhaps. I think this happened around 9:30 this morning. It's a very crowded area to begin with. At 9:30 this morning, appointments are in full swing. It's very difficult to get around here on a normal situation. A lot of cars, a lot of people. So when you're hearing that shots were fired and they're in broad daylight and so many people around, you can imagine what kind of a frantic situation that is. Police immediately swarmed this area. So again, this campus has been cordoned off. It's very difficult to get in here. It's going to take some time for this investigation to continue. We have no word of anyone else being injured here, just a lot of frayed nerves, Paula.
Good to know. Beth Germano live there on the scene with that update, and we appreciate it. The good news is, as Beth said, no further threat. Things have calmed down, and that valet is in stable condition, but it is going to be chaotic in and around Brigham and Women's Hospital for quite some time today.
I got to tell you, I was talking to people who were working in the hospital this morning, and it was, for a time, really confusing for them inside the hospital.
Oh, had to be terrifying.
Yeah, terrifying. You know, we've dealt with another situation at Brigham several years ago. Luckily, this seems to be under control right now. This is the second scene here that these suspects, according to our I-Team sources who told our Cheryl Fee and Daca this, these suspects took police on a chase down Route 9, and it came to an end right by the shops there at Chestnut Hill. So the westbound lanes right now on Route 9 are still closed. Right between Chestnut Hill Ave and Hammond Pond Parkway, traffic is not getting through westbound. A couple lanes getting by on the eastbound side right now. Our Lisa Greshey is live there right now. And Lisa, we're seeing the live pictures there from the scene, and you can just see how bad that suspect car was damaged in this morning's incident. What's the latest that you're seeing right now from your vantage point?
Chris, so we have a direct shot of that silver vehicle that is all smashed up. Witnesses say there are actually two more smashed up vehicles on the other side, and what they describe is absolute chaos. They're saying that there was some sort of high-speed chase, crashes, and then someone on foot. Police did shoot someone here at the scene. There were two suspects. One was injured in the crash. The other one was shot by police. And what witnesses are saying, they've been watching here. When we first pulled up, they all had their cell phones out completely frantic. They had no idea what was going on, but the heavy police presence that's still going on right now. We have Newton Police, Boston Police, a special operations unit from Boston Police just pulled up, and State Police here. State Police are telling us there is no immediate threat in the area, but you can see just how active this situation still is. There are evidence markers all over the ground over there on the sidewalk near that Chase ATM, near that smashed up car. So police are very much still investigating. The good news here is that they have opened the area up a little bit on the eastbound side of Route 9, so people are slowly getting through. But let us tell you, it was absolutely impossible to get here, which is why police are asking people to stay away from this area. We're right now standing in the Star Market parking lot. Tons of people here at this time of day. Grocery shopping, there's other stores here. So a lot of people were actually falling witness to all of this, and a lot of people also cannot move from this area at this time because it is still blocked off with crime scene tape, and you can't get in the way of this police investigation. Police are asking people to cooperate with them. They're also asking people, what did you see? Did you see anything at all to help them with this investigation? Chris, Paula?
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. Of course, an extremely busy time of day, an extremely busy area right there. I do want to just say State Police just tweeted out that State Police and Boston Police are processing the two crime scenes, of course, the shooting in Boston over by Brigham and Women's, and then the subsequent crash and shooting in Brookline, where Lisa just was. They are stressing there is no current threat to the public, though.